What is up, guys? I'm back after over a year-long break. We're here playing some Evil Dead the game. I've seen a lot of people struggling how to play demons, so I'm kind of gonna be here to give some tips and tricks on how I play, some strategies how I play, to try and help you guys out. So I'm gonna be playing Necromancer. I feel like he's the most new user friendly for you guys, so I'm gonna kind of show him off. But most of this is gonna be for all of the demons, not just specifically him. You can play whoever you want. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of give you a basis for everybody, but that's just who I'm gonna be playing. If you do want to start, I would recommend starting with him. Like I said, he probably is the most new user friendly, in my opinion. Not the strongest. I would say Elagos is the strongest, but he's a little harder to use. So if you're just starting out, I would pick Evil Ash slash Necromancer and go from there. But let me know who you guys do main, Survivor or Demon, either way. Let me know what you think of this game. I personally love it. I personally think it's a lot better than DBD. A lot more balanced, a lot more fun. But here we go, we're going to get in a game. So you start off, you see these two locations. The Lost Pages of the Necronomicon and the Kandarian Dagger. So you're going to go to whichever's closest. At least that's what I do. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of give you my strategy. You can play however you want. This is kind of just some tips and tricks, some strategy guide to go from there. So we're going to go over, like I said, the closest one. You're going to pick up as much of these little orbs over here on the way, which is Infernal Energy. That's how you spawn stuff. You can level up from it as well from collecting it. So when we get here, it's basically a timed little event that they have to do. You have to try and defend it, keep them from doing it for as long as possible, do as much damage, and instill as much fear as you can in them while they're at these locations. So let's get over here and I'll kind of show you. Okay, so you'll see these little things, they're called scare traps. You'll set that up, and once the survivors walk over that, that will spawn a basic unit to start. You can level up your traps in the upgrade menu, which I will show you in a second. Okay, so in the upgrade menu, you'll see traps. I was just talking about once you get to level 3, they'll spawn elite units instead of basic, which are faster, stronger, better units than the basics, obviously. What I do is I start with Infernal Energy. I put 2 in that because you can only put 2 in at a time. And then I'll put 1 in traps. I'll go back to Infernal Energy 3, which gives you Infernal Energy. You'll get 1 per second from that, which is super nice in game. It just keeps it rolling in. You don't have to find as many orbs all the time because they can be hard to find depending on the location. This is actually a pretty good location to defend, and you'll actually see this exclamation point here. That means there's a piece of the map which they have to find before they see the locations of these 2 defense points. So we're going to try and defend that as hard as possible as well. It helps that it's right next to one of my defense points, but it makes it easier for them as well. So we're just going to keep setting up traps here, as many as possible. If we can find some energy. And then once we get everything kind of set up around this area, we will move on to the next location, which is the dagger. Defend it. Like I said, I'm going to go 2 Infernal Energy, and then my next one will be in traps. That's what I do. Like I said, you can kind of do it however you want, but I kind of base it off where I am in the game. If they only have 1 or 2 map pieces still, when I get to after I've put 2 levels into traps or 3 levels into Infernal Energy and 2 in traps, I will max out traps. Like I said, if there are 1 or 2 pieces of the map, if they already have all 3 pieces, I'll get one of my portals just to kind of start spawning stuff so I can defend a little bit better and wait on traps 3. But usually they aren't too far in like that, so I'll kind of wait. Actually, they are here right now, so we can kind of do a little defense here. Maybe we can get 2 with our little scare ability. Alright, run out the door. Alright. Okay, somehow my little scare ability missed both of them when it clearly went right through them. I'm not sure how that worked right there, but okay. Okay, so they're all here right now. We're gonna continue setting up as many traps as possible. That was only their first map piece, so we've still got plenty of time to level up again. Alright, we're gonna go into traps. Collect some Infernal Energy, try and keep spawning as much stuff to waste their time, build up some damage, because the more damage you do to them, the more the more threat level you get, which is the XP, so you level up more. Every time they activate a trap, you get more XP, so you just want to kind of keep spawning these as much as possible in the location, and continue building up as quickly as possible. So I've kind of got most of the traps that I want to set up over here done. And then once I finish these, I will move over to the dagger and start setting up defense points over there, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. And then once I finish the dagger, depending on how many pages they have, I will either start finding them and harassing them a little bit, kind of waste their time, build up some more energy and some more XP. Or if they already have 3 pages and they're on their way, I will determine which defense objective they're closer to, and I'll head that way to kind of meet them there. You never really want to be standing still, I guess I would say. You want to be checking the map, you want to be leveling up, collecting orbs, setting traps, kind of just getting as much XP as possible. Just stuff like that, so you're not stagnant and just wasting time. So we're gonna get over here. Hopefully we have a decent defense objective. That last one was really good. It was kind of a little like cabin area, so we had plenty of traps to go around because there's buildings. The more buildings at a defensive objective, the better. As you can see, there's a ton of traps around here, so it makes it super nice and easy. You get plenty of units spawned in when they activate these. So we're just going to keep placing these down over and over. So I'm going to go Infernal Energy 3. Like I said, that's going to give you 1 Infernal Energy per second. I don't usually go to 4 or 5 because it doesn't make as much of a difference, I don't feel. The 1 is plenty enough for me. You can do whatever you want, like I said, but I kind of just base it what's going on in the game, stuff like that, so I don't waste as many points. And then I will probably end up going traps since they still only have 1 map piece. Try and finish traps off. Once I level up again, it's on my 2. So yeah, once I level up again, I will go traps 3 more than likely, unless they find 2 map pieces really quick, which is unlikely but possible. But if they do, then I'll probably get a portal. We're just gonna keep setting up as many traps in this area as possible, just in case they run through it. They're not guaranteed to run over here since it is a little bit away from the objective, but you never know. You kind of just want to predetermine it, and you get XP for doing this anyway, so why not? But you also don't want to go around just wasting traps, wasting Infernal Energy, like way far away from objectives where you know they're probably not going to be. There's no sense in going over there wasting a trap for absolutely 0 reason. So as you heard there, it gave you a little sound cue. They did find a second piece of the map. So we're just going to keep setting up traps, kind of keep an eye on where they're at. If they're going to get to the 3rd piece in time or not. Before I go traps 3. Just keep finding Infernal Energy to level up with more. Okay, so on the map it will, if they make noise or they get in a car, it will show you where they're at on this map here. So you kind of just want to pay attention. See, so they're over here, they're in a car it looks like. So you're going to pay attention to that, see where they're at. You're going to guess which objective they're closer to, which is that. So they're probably going to go to the pages. So I'm going to start heading back over that way, because they're probably getting close to finding the 3rd page already, would be my guess. we're just gonna kind of predetermine that and head back over there so we don't waste as much time. I'm just gonna kind of set some traps along the way, just because this is a straight path, and in case they run this way, you never know what they'll run into. But you don't want to set down too many just in case they don't run over here. Like I said, you don't want to waste traps, you don't want to waste infernal energy. But now I do have enough to level up to traps 3, which is nice. And now every time they run into these scare traps, it's going to spawn an elite unit, which like I said, bigger, faster, stronger, better in pretty much every way. And now they've found the third piece of the map, so now they see these 2 objectives. They're going to start heading there. They really have 2 strategies they could use. They could split up here, and 2 people go to one, 2 people go to the other. I've actually seen a team go 3 to 1 and 1 to the other, or they just go all 4. So I guess you could say 3 strategies, but the 3 and 1 doesn't really work at all. So I'm kind of gonna give you some tips on each. If they do split up 2 and 2, what I will usually do is which one they go to first, I will wait until that's about 75% done, and then I will leave for the other objective. If it's a 3v1, if they split 3-1, I will stay at the 3-person objective as long as I can until it's finished, and then I'll go to the next one. There's no sense in wasting your time to go to the 1 person because they're not going to get the objective done as quickly. And then obviously if it's a 4-man team on 1 objective, you're going to stay there. That's pretty obvious. So like I said, we're just going to keep leveling up, waiting, get some energy. Then we're going to get portals with our next upgrade since they do have all the pieces of the map. Actually, I guess wrong. They were going to the dagger, which was quite a bit further away from their location that they were at, but it works out for them, I guess. So we're going to try and hurry back here. Since I did make a little oopsie, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking a little bit. So we're going to get back here, start the defense when they get there. So, as you can see on the left side of the screen, they're already activating a ton of the traps I put down over there, which is getting me a ton of XP. I've already gained a level and a half from that. Or maybe not quite, maybe just 1. But still quite a bit of XP. So these traps are doing damage, they're scaring them, they're increasing their fear, which is super nice. Helps out almost every aspect of the game. I'm going to get basic portals. So now they've started this objective, which like I said, it's the timed objective. That bar will keep increasing no matter what. There's nothing I can do to stop it except kind of force them out of the area so it slows down a little bit, but that's about all you can do. So I'm going to use that fear ability. It gets me XP, it gets me Infernal Energy. I'm going to level up and get my second portal. And with Evil Ash, you get this special ability. It's a flutist. You can put it down over here outside of the way so they don't see it as well, but it increases your skeleton's damage and damage resistance. So they do quite a bit increased damage. You can start doing quite a bit to the survivors here until they find it and destroy it. We actually might get it down here. Never mind. So now we have unlocked the boss. I see a lot of people use the boss way too early and kind of use him willy-nilly, whichever boss you're using. I kind of play it conservative because he has such a long cooldown. I wait until I'm pretty much guaranteed to get it down or kill at that point, which I actually could at this point. I actually might use him, just because Ash is very close to death over here. So I think I'm actually going to... Never mind, I'm not going to waste it. He just used a Shim's Cola. So I'm just going to set this scare trap here. Try and waste some of his time. I guess it didn't activate. It's a little bit weird. Okay. So in here fighting. If I see anybody get low on health again, I probably will use my boss character, but I'm not going to waste him just yet. They are getting pretty close to done with the objective, so there's no sense in wasting it at the end because you will be banished away and it will kill anything in the area that you own. so it will instantly kill the boss, and you just wasted a ton of energy and put him on this long cooldown that's just going to be wasted. They already destroyed my Buddhist? They did, okay. So I'm just going to kind of spawn in whatever I can here at the end, right before they finish it, try and build some fear up, get a little bit of extra points, extra XP. So now you're banished away. Now we're going to head to the second defense location, collect as much Infernal Energy as we can on the way. Like I said, you're not going to usually stop that first objective because you're not usually strong enough unless they just play it terribly, which is a possibility since it's a new game. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing yet, so this is an early game tutorial. The game came out a couple days ago, not too long ago. So obviously this probably isn't going to encompass later game strategies that will come as the game progresses on in its life cycle. But for right now, we're gonna give you some tips and tricks and strategies that work for the newly released version, at least. Alright, so we're here. I'm gonna lay some traps down back here, might as well. Just because it's in the vicinity, I'm gonna get some upgrade points. I've got 2. I'm gonna upgrade my boss. Once you unlock the boss, you're gonna try and focus him up as much as possible with your upgrade points, because he can tank and do a lot of damage, whichever boss you use, Elagos, Henrietta, or Evil Ash. Any of them do a ton of damage once you use them, if you use them correctly. Okay, can I not trap this? Guess not. There are some glitches and bugs still, so sometimes you're gonna have stuff like that. I did just have a game session where I couldn't spawn anything in at all. I couldn't pick up Infernal Energy. It was very annoying, and then somehow I still managed to win, which was quite a surprise to me, but it is possible. We're still just getting as many traps as possible set up. Alright, so they're here, it looks like. Yep. Just gonna keep them off the objective with some little portals. I'm actually gonna go up here in this little tower and put my little fluty boy down, just so they can't find him as easy. Alright, sounds like she's gonna go for him. It looks like she's gonna go for him at least. Let's keep upgrading my boss. Get some fear into them. Upgrade possession for when I possess some of my units or my boss. Now they all have major fear right now, which is super good for me. I can possess any of them I want. They are getting low on health as well, so I'm gonna possess a human right now before I use my boss, just to try and do as much damage as possible. So we actually got a down there, which is nice, especially this early on. Now we're going to try and focus her down. She is the healer of the group. She is a very good healer. So here in a second, when I spawn Evil Ash in, we're going to try and get her down after we do some more damage to him. I'm going to put my flutist in here, since it's all trapped up still. They found the last one pretty easy, it seems, so hopefully that keeps them at bay for a little bit. They are almost done with the objective though, which is actually quick. I'm gonna spawn Evil Ash just to try and get some damage here. Focus down the healer, like I said. Pretty tanky, since I leveled him up a decent amount. Okay, how's she not dead? So the healing in this game is kind of broken. The survivor's healing pretty much just heals him to full instantly. I'm gonna go down here. I probably used him a little bit too late there, but it's just fine. Alright, upgrade portals. And then we're gonna go to the dark ones and defend there, which actually was very close to that defense point, which kind of sucks for me.
The humans hold the dagger and the lost pages. Now the dark ones are.
So they're gonna get quite a bit of progress down on the dark ones since it spawned me so far away for some reason. I'm not sure why it did that. When it spawns the dark ones that close to an objective point, it really does suck for you. And it usually doesn't spawn you this far away from them, but in this case it did, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to win, but we're going to see how it goes. Collect as much Infernal Energy on the way there as usual. Hopefully we can get there in time. I'm sure they're trying to heal up, it looks like, yep, and decrease their fear, so they're kind of wasting time for me, which helps. So I can close the gap, get there in time. So they have started the banishment of the dark ones. They're going to use the Kandarian dagger to deal damage to it. They are taking quite a bit of damage though, which is nice. Oh, of course I hit something and got bounced out. That sucks. And I'm gonna upgrade my units with that. I'm actually gonna possess her really quick, just to try and get some damage. So you're not gonna usually stop the dark ones from getting down. That's usually pretty tough. But you can destroy the book pretty easily after they kill them. So you have plenty of chances to win. Alright, so we got it down there with her. I'm going to unpossess her to leave him alone. Stop wasting my energy. Okay. So now they've destroyed the dark ones, kind of, or at least put them back in the book. And now I have to destroy the book to win. That's the only thing I can do now to try and complete the objective. So I'm going to save up some energy here. I'm going to spawn some guys in, and then I'm going to use my boss unit to try and get some kills. So usually when you start attacking this, they will start attacking you, which you can kind of get some downs and kills from doing that. Like right now, see, they all grouped up on me, and now I've got a down and a kill, and I might have a second one here. Just because they kind of all panic when you start destroying the book with your boss character. So it makes it kind of easy to latch onto them and kill them. Alright, we've got 3 kills now. But I think this game's going to be pretty much over. As long as we can kill this Henry the Red. Alright, it looks like he's just going to run away, so we're just going to attack the book. Like I said, you can either kill all the survivors or you can finish the book off. As you can see, we're definitely going to get it in time unless he comes back to attack, which I could kill him if he does, but it doesn't look like he's going to, so just going to help this little skeleton guy out a little bit before I run out of energy to possess Evil Ash with, and that is going to be the game. There we go. There we go. And that's kind of my strategy on how to win. Like I said, sometimes you can win on the first objective or you can win on the book. It just depends on how they play, their team comp, but usually, like I said, if you follow kind of that basis, level up what you need to when you need to, pay attention to your resources, not waste your units when you don't need to, then you can get wins in this game. Like I said, you're playing the demon in this game and you actually feel like you have a little bit of sense of power, unlike Dead by Daylight, which feels super balanced if you're used to other asymmetric games, which are usually unbalanced. I love this game. It feels super nice. It plays nice. It looks nice. I think it's just going to keep getting better as we progress as well. But that is going to do it all for me, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys later.